Well, I mean, today it's a great day because Illinois women's basketball is in the NCAA tournament, and it's been 20 years, I think. That is amazing, and for us to be, even sitting here about less than a year ago, when I took this job, this was the goal, was to make NCAA tournaments and to compete for championships, and for us to be in it. And now for some of us to be mad about a seed, it's perspective, because we're in the NCAA tournament, and we get to play in the best tournament that there is in college basketball, and we're super excited, and we only got a couple days, and we'll take the court against a really good team in Mississippi State, and we want to go on a run. So same mentality that we've had all season. It's about preparation. It's about how can we go 1-0 and then continuing to go 1-0 each and every day. So, hopefully this is the start of a long trend of where this is the common theme for Illinois women's basketball, is to be in NCAA tournaments, and then our goal is to make deep runs in the NCAA tournament. And I know I've made a run and gone to the Elite Eight as an assistant, and all it is, it's about matchups. It's about getting hot and playing really well at the right time. Anything can happen in March, so we can't wait to go out there and compete. And like I said, this is a great day for our program, for our team, and the start of something really, really special that's going to continue for years to come here. So I'm proud of our players. I'm proud of everyone that has helped us get to this point. That again, if you guys probably, as long with all of us, if someone told you that you'd be sitting here a year ago at this time talking about the women's team going to the NCAA tournament, I think you would all say that you're crazy. So we're all sitting here and we're going, and that is the main thing. That is the main thing, that we are playing in it. So I'm super, super excited.
Okay, we'll take questions for the players. Jeremy and then Andy.
Jen, just what was your reaction as you saw the name come up on the screen originally and then finally?
Originally, I was excited. Just like Coach Green said, just to go to the tournament and just not have those expectations at the beginning. And just how far we came, over the years. I was a little disappointed we didn't get to show our excitement and stuff. It's kind of just, it was up there instead of us being hear our name called. But it was cool. So just get back to work and take it 1-1.
Yes, Gina, this is your first NCAA tournament. What's that feeling like to you're going to play in that tournament for the first time?
It's definitely surreal, something obviously that I've never felt before, but just excited to be in it.
I guess for both of you, what was today like? What did you do to pass the time or ease the nerves until 7 o'clock?
Well, but for me, both of us, we went to church this morning, and then we had practice at 3, so from 3 to 5. Then we showered, 8, and then watched at 7. So it was pretty a busy day.
Doug.
Genesis, what does this team bring into the NCAA tournament that you think might surprise people on a national level that are just getting to know Illinois women's basketball?
I would say the way we play transition, how we're kind of a fast-paced team to just score quick, get up and down, we defend, we run, we rebound. Just so many different ways that we could attack you, and I feel like that caused some problems.
Joe.
Jen, before the season, I remember you saying you looked up at the banners of the NCAA tournament appearances Illinois had, and you saw that 2003 was the last time that this team had been there. How much has that sort of been a motivation for you and for this team to put a number up there of 2022, 2023?
Yeah, I feel like you said, it's all about perspective, and just even you saying that just kind of made me remember how far we have come. So it's this is an exciting moment for us. And now, like Coach Green said, we're excited we're in, but we actually want to go make a run and win some games. So just looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Jen, is there any advantage to you, Makaira, and KB actually having played in this event and maybe getting some nerves out before you take the floor for Illinois?
I know for me personally, probably not, because even though I was on teams that went far, I didn't actually have minutes there. So I'm probably just as nervous. So I'm nervous and excited. So I'm kind of just waiting to see how that feels for me the first time as well.
Anything else for the players? Andy?
Yes, for both of you guys, I know you guys are excited you made it. Is there ever kind of a chip on your shoulder with kind of the playing game where today? It just seemed like there might have been a little bit of mixed emotions. What was that kind of like for you guys?
I think just going in and like watching how the brackets were gonna play out before this, like we obviously had a feeling that we were gonna be just in it from the start, and just knowing that okay, we did have some couple bad years before, but to look at the team this year, just to know that we definitely feel like we should have been in it from the start.
Joey?
Yes, JD, just because you've got maybe the most long-term perspective here, to finally know, like, what was that like? What was the first thing that ran through your mind, or the most profound thing, I guess, when you saw that up there?
Honestly, nothing really. It was just so surreal to even just be in that position and to be preparing and to have those seats down and all the TVs and the cameras in front of us, just to even be in that position to see our name up there. It's so surreal.
Anything else for the players? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
See you.
Okay, we'll have questions for Coach Green, right here. in front.
What was your reaction to getting the playing game?
Well, I agree with them. It was just, they obviously messed up on how they put the brackets out. And I mean, it's unfortunate. It's kind of sad for our kids because it was like, just the whole thing was kind of ruined because it's about your name coming up and they dropped the whole bracket. I mean, and our kids didn't even react. I'm like, do they see it? So that's unfortunate. I've been through it. It's not about me. It's unfortunate for them. For all those teams, I had to see that. That can't happen. And then, I just, personally, again, I just said I wanted to be in the tournament, but I think that I thought we did enough work to not have to be in, the playing game. But I also know we were in the playing game last year, and I felt the same way. And we went and, we used it as motivation, and we played really well and beat Paul. So, it is what it is, and, you don't understand. Who knows what goes into everything with the seeding and, what they took into consideration. But the fact of the matter is, again, Illinois women's basketball is playing in the NCAA tournament, and I can't sit here and now be greedy when I would have given anything in my first year to be in the NCAA tournament. So we'll use it as motivation. We'll use it, and I'm good at that. I'll flip it, and we'll have a really fun message, I'm sure, internal message that, we'll go out there and try to prove people wrong.
Doug?
Coach, any news on the availability of Bryn Shupil? What does she mean to your team?
Yeah, hopefully she'll be able to go. One thing about playing Wednesday is also, a couple more days that she, could have had some time to heal a little bit more, but hopefully she'll be able to. Most of it's just a day-to-day right now of how she feels and what that's going to look like.
Brad?
Coach, can you spin this as a positive too? Maybe you get your feet wet in the 11 seed, and maybe it helps you. And you've already played at Notre Dame, in your secret scrimmage, right? So, can you spin it as a positive here as you go forward?
Yeah, I mean it is a positive. It's a positive that again we're playing. We're in this tournament, and like I said, I experienced this last year. So the first four in the women's side doesn't even feel as much like the first four on the men's side where they have it at Dayton and then you got to go to the next site. You're at the site and it's a great feel. It's a great atmosphere. It feels like you're in the NCAA tournament. It doesn't feel like you're in this little gym trying to play to get into the big tournament. You know what I mean? So it has it's part of the NCAA tournament. It's not like you didn't make the NCAA tournament and you got to play. You know what I mean? And I think that's where even maybe our kids might not understand that. You go in and it's an NCAA tournament game. And it feels like it. So, we're excited to play, and it is a tough matchup. I mean, it's not an easy game at all that we have either. So, the positive is we're in the tournament.
Matt?
You mentioned this in Minneapolis after you got beat by Maryland, but did you have a different feel over these last 6-7 days than you've had at Dayton, where say you've lost the A10 final and you've been on pins and needles going, are we in? I have no earthly idea. It seemed like there was a calmness for a week that you were like, okay, now I get to prepare for the NCAA tournament instead of wonder what the heck's going on.
Yeah, no, I did. I felt like I was joking about that. I was actually in Dayton this week and recruiting at the Ohio Girls State Tournament, and you know, I was like, man, the year at this time, I mean, we were freaking out, you know, not knowing. And this week I felt really confident that we would be in. And, you know, so I didn't have as many, you know, freak out moments. I had a couple when some of those, there were some upsets with South Florida losing and Gonzaga losing. There was a couple, oh my gosh, like what? But I was confident throughout.
Andy?
I know you have a couple players with NCAA tournament experience, but you have so many younger players who haven't been in that environment. What do you kind of do to prepare them for that?
You know, there's some of it you just got to go through it. You know, you just got to go through it. And you know, we've had players. You know, Makira played, Bryn played a little bit last year. You know, Kendall was there with Michigan State. I don't know how much she played. Obviously, Jen didn't play, but she's been through it, so she understands what it feels like. And this is a great part of our growth too. And as this team, like as we can continue to grow, obviously we want to do well this year. But then you look at a year, 2 years, if we can keep this core group together. You know, this is part of that growth. Like, okay, we've been in an NCAA tournament, and also sometimes when you have younger people that haven't been in it, sometimes I've said this before, they don't really know what they don't know, and they don't put as much pressure on themselves. Where my last year's team, they were 6-year, 5th-year seniors, and you almost like you want it so much, you almost tighten up sometimes. So sometimes youth and not knowing, sometimes it can be an advantage to you as well.
Joey?
Shauna, just for you, what was today like for the emotions, I guess, or just knowing that finally this was going to happen in year one?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was just, you know, it's exciting. It's exciting and just feel very, you know, very grateful that we were able to have this much growth this year to be in this position. And grateful for these kids that believed in what we were doing from day one, continue to get better, you know, continue to fight through adversity. We had ups and downs, we had injuries, we had a lot of things that went on this year, and they were just so resilient. So to be able, you know, to see our name and to see the excitement around here and the people that showed up, you know, this is what I know I came here to do. This was the goal, this was the vision, this is what I believed could happen. And to do it in year one, it's still kind of almost like Jada said, almost like surreal. Like, did we really just do this? You know, like, so yeah, I don't think it's totally hit me yet. And again, we don't really have time to reflect now because we'll be up the next how many hours straight watching Mississippi State film. So, but just really, really proud of these guys.
Doug?
Coach, it seems like the importance of guard play is always enhanced in the postseason. Having all Big Ten quality guards, do you feel like that's an advance for you heading into the tournament?
Yeah, you gotta have guards. And you gotta have a really solid point guard. And I'm fortunate that we have 2 really solid point guards because those are the people that have the ball in their hands a lot, and those are people that make plays. And in tournaments, that's what you need. And especially, you know, just what I know of Mississippi State and watch them a little bit this year. You know, they're really athletic guards, and luckily we have athletic guards ourselves that should be able to match up well with them. So guard play is huge this time.
Joe?
With Makira specifically, you know, it looked like those 2 tournament games, she really put it together in the Big Ten tournament. What can that do for her momentum-wise, and just how crucial is she to how far you're going to go in this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I think overall we go really as Makira goes. Like she was playing at an elite level in the Big Ten tournament, and she left everything she had out there. She was unbelievable. And we're going to need her to continue to play at that level for us to be able to, you know, to win a game or 2 in the tournament, because she's just so critical for us. When she's making shots and when she's really in that rhythm, and then when she is making those shots, a lot of times her defense, her mindset goes up another level too. And when she's like that, then it totally changes our team. So, and she'll be ready. She's a competitor, so just like, you know, when the lights are bright, she usually is really ready to go.
Matt?
Because the women's game, and especially in power conferences, does so many Thursday night, Sunday afternoon turnarounds, do you feel specifically prepared for, you know, to make a run in this, having 36 hours to prepare for another team or 48 hours to play another game?
Yeah, I mean, I think that actually this time of the year, like, I'm actually kind of glad we play on Wednesday. Like, we've had a week, you know, of just practicing, and it's hard, especially when you don't have anyone to prepare for. So I'm actually glad that we can just, we'll have 2 days and let's play. And then it's good to have, our kids are used to having a 1 day, or 2 day prep anyways. So I think that's way better than the Big Ten when you're having to play, every day. So the NCAA tournament, the setup is actually fairly nice.
Jeremy?
What'd you learn about playing in this game, playing in it last year?
Really, it's an NCAA tournament game, and that's the end of it. There's really nothing else that is different about this game. It's, one thing I do like, and I thought it was good for us last year, there's only not many games going on Wednesday, and everyone watches them. So I think that's something that's even good for, and like for us last year, we played really, really well. So, now granted I left, but it really helped us recruiting wise, and the eyes were on us. So I think that's a positive out of this game is, right, the men don't start up until Thursday, and then, the first 4 is Monday, Tuesday for the men. So Wednesday night, everyone wants to watch sports, and especially basketball. So there's only a couple games on, and we'll be one of them. So it'll be a great time for the country to watch us play, and hopefully we play well.
Do you like this opportunity to kind of spin this for a chip on your team?
I always love these things, so I will have fun with it. Yes.
Anything else for Coach Green?